Hey guys, I just wanted to bring you this week and show you what we are doing in our house for the month of August. Matt and I have decided that we're going to go and do the Whole30. Now for us here, it's not a huge change in what we're eating and everything, but it's just taking out all those things that have kind of crept back in over time, like, having a packet of chips here and a little bit of takeaway there, and it's just so that we can kind of reset ourselves and put ourselves back into where we probably should be. So I wanted to show you what I bought today when I went fruit and veg shopping. Now, like I said, this is actually not an unusual fruit and veg shopping for us. Obviously, I've still got all the stuff that's out into the garden as well. So I've still got broccoli and all your greens and all that sort of stuff in the garden, but this is just the stuff that I don't grow or isn't ready to eat out of the garden at the moment. So yes, we do have to top things up with grocery shopping, but so this is what we have fruit and veg wise for the week, plus, like I said, everything out in the garden. So the lover and I have decided that we're going to start our Whole30 by just consuming bone broth for a couple of days, and then we'll get stuck into having all the food and everything. That's just so that we can flush anything out, start resetting ourselves, and just getting back into the routine that we should have stayed in, but we haven't. So a big part of our life is actually having bone broths quite regularly in our diet, but we're going to make sure that while we're on this Whole30 that we consume even more. So I thought it'd be a great opportunity for me to show you how I do our bone broths. I'm one to do things simply because we just don't have time to do anything a hard way, because both Matt and I have our own businesses that we run, so we don't have a lot of time to do elaborate preparation and all that sort of stuff. Don't get me wrong, what we eat is absolutely nourishing and beautiful, but we do it simply, and that's what I'm trying to get across in this channel as well, that you can do all of this stuff simply and have a beautiful, fulfilled life full of nourishing foods and chemical-free options without it being too expensive or taking too much of your time. So, all right, back to the bone broth. All I've got in here at the moment is some rosemary. I'm going to put in a bit of garlic, some onion. I'm going to put in a few whole peppercorns. I've got some coriander seeds. I'm going to put them in as well. And I've got some cumin seeds too, so I'm going to put that in. And I also put in a dash of vinegar. If I don't have apple cider vinegar on hand, I just use a white vinegar because it doesn't discolour, but it also helps leach all the good calcium, vitamins and minerals out of the bones. So I think the vinegar is a very important process when you're making your own bone broth. Now I'm just putting this all into the slow cooker, and I'm going to do this one for about 24 hours and then take it off and see how we go. Also, obviously, you need some really good quality fresh bones. These ones are lamb bones that I just got from the butcher. So then you just top it up with some water and turn it on. I put mine on high for the 24 hours so that it gets the most nutrients out of the bones. Oh, I think I might need And that is how simple making bone broth is. So 24 hours time, we'll have some nice fresh bone broth to consume. Okay, so while I'm in the kitchen, I thought I would show you our favourite ferment in this house, and that is fermented red onions. These things get gobbled up so quickly here. Awesome for your gut health, great flavour, tastes really nice on the top of a steak or on top of your salads. It's very versatile, goes with a lot of things. So all it is red onion, cut up finely. Then I make a brine solution of water and Himalayan pink salt. So per cup of water I use about 2 teaspoons of salt. So I've got 2 cups here. So I'll put in 4 teaspoons of salt. And then I simply just mix it to make the nice brine solution. And after it's all mixed in, now that it's all mixed, I simply fill up the jar with the onion in it to the top, just like so. Make sure everything's underneath. I place the lid on, and just give it a bang on the counter. Bit of a shuffle around to get all the air bubbles out. And now I'm going to leave that just ferment, sit it on the counter for, I'll probably only leave it on the counter for a couple of days. It's a ferment that actually happens quite quickly. So in a couple of days, it'll be ready to put in the fridge and start eating. So it's a really good, fast, quick ferment, which is so easy to make, and the whole entire family just loves it. Now that they're all filled with the brine, I'm just going to let them sit on the counter here for a couple of days and then put them in the fridge. You'll notice when they're ready is when you start getting little bubbles starting to come up, you know that it's really starting to ferment, and you can just open the jar and have a little taste, and if you like it, stop the ferment there. If you want it a little bit more fermented, leave it for another day and see how you go. So eating healthy is only just one part of the whole entire lifestyle. You've got to exercise and you've got to take care of your gut health as well. So guys, if you want any pointers, write something in the comments, but otherwise I will see you again next week. Enjoy.